Well, I thought I'd just give you a little update. This may be the only one for the day, but I've worked a couple days and it's looking like it's going to come a big old nasty rain down here. So I'm spending the morning today, instead of hauling dirt as much as I'd like, I'm going to be doing a bunch of grade work, just trying to slick things off. So push all this area down into the pond. That's probably kind of finished. I haven't really been shoveling anything out of that because that clay's real sticky and wet. I've been working further back here, but this gives you guys maybe some perspective on the size of the hole compared to my excavator there. It's hard to tell, but right here there's a drop off about 8 or 10 feet, and the excavator's down in the bottom of the pond. So that's a good perspective. But I've been hauling a lot more, and over here is the house pad area. Of course, there's my big truck and little truck, but I've actually got all of this built up. Well, let me just walk over there and show you. But so I've been doing my grade work and then been filling back in on my haul road here because it keeps getting ruts, and so I keep packing them back in with good clay. And I'm putting, when I say good clay, I mean the good dry clay out of the bottom of the pit, because it packs in nice and tight. If I put anything like this squishier stuff over here in it, it's kind of like Play-Doh, it just squishes back out of the ruts. So I don't get stuck, I just sink and leave big doughy ruts. So walk over here and show you the house pad area. Okay, so looking at the house pad area, you can see I built all this up now. It's actually at grade and a little bit above. All that in there is about a foot above grade, and then this kind of slopes off on a ramp. But the two pink flags here and there actually mark basically what is the area where the garage and guest house is going to go, and that's going to be the first thing we actually build, to be the garage with the apartment above, so we can get moved out here sooner. So really, that area is already built up. It's above grade technically. I'm going to take it to, about 3 feet above grade, but it's really good to see that it's actually built up like it needs to be. I've left this little ditch along this side for now, just as a drainage point for all the water to shed off into, and I can drop my pump hose, of course, right there in that end, just as an option. Did the same thing again over there. I've left that little sump so water can shed into the middle and be able to be pumped back out. I don't want to fill it in until I'm ready to fill it entirely, until I know that I'm going to be able to put 2 or 3 days of good hauling. But I've left it as, it's not a focus, because right now the focus is getting this built up and packed and ready so we can have the soil borings done and they can confirm the compaction and we can actually start pouring a foundation. And then once all that kind of process is going, that's going to take weeks or months, I'm sure, to do all the planning around that. And so in that time, I'll be able to get all the rest of this built up and filled up too. So it's going really great. The big truck's been a game changer, and I think for now I'm probably going to actually jump in the truck, and I'm going to try to put a couple loads of clay right over here. This is my little road to get around the top of the pond. So there's a low spot there, but if I can fill that in today, then that'll give me basically all-weather access all the way around the whole area. So, obviously excavator access, not pickup or big dump truck, but at least get me up out of the water so I'm not running my mats. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to give that good little update, and that's probably all I'm going to do for today as far as a video, but kind of give you all an idea of, I've made a huge bunch of progress in here since the last time I made you a video, so I figured it was due. Okay, I'll wrap up. Oh, hopefully the wind's not bad for y'all. I can't tell, but it's really blustery out here. Mostly I just want to show y'all how I slick this off when I'm done, or how I kind of grade it off. So when I got done hauling about an hour ago, 2 hours ago probably, there was a rut over here on this side 2 foot deep, 2 foot deep, and I had this big wall of clay over here on the edge that had gotten pushed up out of the ruts. So obviously those are going to hold a lot of water. So I go back through and I break the wall down and I back drag all of it into the ruts, and then just, I do it, it's real rough, but I do it to where, obviously this side's higher, this side's lower, so it should all shed off, and then it's going to run on down into the pond. So now, of course, my pond, all the kind of rough, choppy looking ground along there is going to want to, absorb water easier, but I went along the bottom of the pond and drug my bucket across all that to try to pack it and slick it off so it shed water easier, which that's hard packed clay, so I'm not really worried about it anyway. Took and set my mat over there on the ledge. So before I'd cut me just a little ledge for the pump to sit on, and then when it rained, the ledge kind of eroded in anyway. So this time I actually went and cut it back out and put a mat on it, so hopefully if we do get a big rain, I don't imagine it's going to move that mat, but that gives me a solid place to set my pump, so I'm not setting them down here in the mud like I was a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. So that should help. And then, yeah, just come on around, coming out on my little road here, did the same thing all the way around. The way I come in with the truck now is I just hug this bank the whole time in, keep my left tire up against it. That way I'm not worried at all about, you know, backing off into the pond on accident, which I guess it wouldn't really matter too much. Holy smokes, look at that. A rock. That doesn't belong here. There's no rocks out here. Maybe it's a meteorite. Who knows? That's the first native rock I found out here. No idea where it must have came from. That's a keeper. Anyway, so yeah. Slick it all off and did the same thing, just coming all around. Up here on the house pad, I got a few more piles of dirt put in there. I think about 5 or 6 piles right there on the left-hand side. You can see it's just a little bit higher. But I didn't put too much effort into trying to finish the whole pad today because I know I couldn't anyway. So it'll be another day or two of real good aggressive hauling, I think would get it done. So at that point, I'll actually want to get a transit of some sort out here and actually see just how high up I am. I mean, I said I was going to go 3 feet, but you know, why not go 4? I don't care. I got plenty of dirt. So anyway, just want to give you all that little update, but I'm going to head to the house and I guess just kind of relax. That's not like me. It's weird. I must be sick or something. All right, I'm done.